Woof! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. I once again had to fill in for Wolfie there. I had waited about 60 seconds, and I didn't hear him bark, maybe because he's so far away down there, but woof indeed, and continuing to the Far Lands indeed. A whole bunch of pigoos over there. Let me get rid of some miscellaneous dirt, and I guess I do need some more doggy treats for Wolfie, which naturally come from the flesh of pigs. Get over here. Thank you. Alright, but yeah, we're continuing on. We're still at 7% of our fundraiser for Child's Play charity over at farlandsorbust.com. So you can keep on heading over there and contributing, and that'd be much appreciated. We're going west. That'd be much appreciated. That's awesome. Like I said, when we reach 10%, I will give a personal tour of the Far Lands or Bust office. Holy crap, that was almost a disaster. Yeah, a personal tour of the Far Lands or Bust office, and that'll be interesting. Which actually, coming up very soon, over the weekend, I recorded a very special video in which you get a pretty good view of the Far Lands or Bust offices. I am, of course, talking about the 25,000 subscriber special. That is where I am building the Lego Space Shuttle live, not live, but, you know, recorded live and in the flesh. I think I need wooden planks, yes. Yeah, I did that on Sunday, and I'm still working on editing. It's taken quite a bit of time. Obviously, there's a lot of footage, and I'm kind of chopping it down to the interesting or funny bits. I'm kind of taking a page out of, I've been watching a lot of Hannah Hart of My Drunk Kitchen, kind of the quick clips to get kind of sped through the timeline. I'm trying to take it from that. Obviously, this is the first time I'm doing this sort of thing, so I can't promise it's going to be fantastic the first time, but I think there's some funny parts that I think you'll enjoy, and I got the time-lapse thing to work, so another gigantic gravel beach. What is up with all these big gravel beaches the further away I'm getting? Anyway, distracted. But yeah, I did that on Sunday. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. Obviously, as you know, it's only the second time I've been in front of the camera for you guys. I know I have a good radio voice, and that's good for these videos where you're not seeing my face, but a lot of people are always, oh, your voice doesn't match your face, or this or that, or stuff like that. So it's nerve-wracking, so be gentle with your criticism, if you have any at all. But I hope you guys enjoy that, and it's looking like I'm going to try to get that up tomorrow. Oh, this looks like lava. Watch out, Wolfie. Get that out tomorrow, which is February 1st. February already, what the heck? And it's like 60 degrees out right now in Chicago. What the hell's up with that? Global warming. I shake my fist in your general direction. But yeah, did that on Sunday. Like I said, hopefully that'll be up tomorrow, so keep checking out the channel. Obviously, you know, sub boxes aren't very reliable, so just sit there and keep refreshing the channel. That'll be something you should do. Just kidding. That's shameless click spamming. But oh, watch out for these things. Wolf is gonna hurt himself. But yeah, I did that. This morning I got some. I remember I mentioned before I had ordered some Intelligentsia coffee. I received it today, and I discovered that I accidentally ordered decaf beans. That's kind of annoying. I don't know, I've never really had decaf, so maybe it'll be a good thing in the morning not to be so buzzed and shaky with the caffeine. Maybe I'll be used to it. Maybe it'll taste just fine. I'm assuming it'll taste fine. It's Intelligentsia, but that was a little bit annoying. So I'm like, no, and then I went back and looked at the order and the product, and I'm like, yep, they didn't like ship me the wrong thing. I accidentally ordered decaf coffee. Way to go, Kurt. Way to go. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Last night I spent a little bit of time on the Mindcrack server. I did a little bit of recording, but it was like late at night, so I was a little bit tired. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to use. But BOO was on there, and Etho was on there. Also Justify, I got to meet them. Etho kind of came and checked out the building in progress, but I'll leave all that stuff for the Mindcrack video. I'll have whether or not I'll just make short clips of that, because like I said, I was a little bit tired. It wasn't the best commentary. I might have to record some today to... Oh, double jump accidentally. I might have to record some additional footage today to kind of make up for what crap I had last night. But yeah, that's why there wasn't any videos on. No, there was a video on Sunday. The Kerbal Space Program was on Sunday, but I didn't have any videos yesterday, Monday, because I spent all day Sunday recording that the 25,000 subscriber special and editing. So getting back into the videos, getting back into more of a regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag. Another thing I did yesterday, Monday, I plugged in the solid state drive, and I'm actually recording to it right now, just to see if that gives me any better performance with recording. Doesn't seem to be the case. Fraps seems to be freaking out a little bit. Maybe it's just not optimized to run on a solid state drive. Of course, I don't also, with my current motherboard, I don't have the SATA, the full 6 gigabit SATA connections. I'm only running on 3, which the drive still runs a lot faster than my disk drive hard drives, but it's not full-on performance I would get from the latest SATA connection. But yeah, that happened. It was a mess in here. I had to take apart my computer, and of course I didn't have enough power cables, so I had to run a whole bunch of more power cables from the power supply, which is always fun. But hello, OpenGL bug. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. Yeah, maybe I won't be recording to it. I just wanted to plug it in and make sure it worked so I could send in that rebate. So I've done that, and like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this in my next computer as my system drive. I think I might have to get just another, just to be sure, because these OCZ drives, like I said, had problems. But I've already talked about that in the last episode. Let's continue on with some new topics. One of the questions... Ooh, single block of water. Oh, let me use a boat. Oh, I don't have any boats. Woof, yeah, I know. There you go with your woofing. Doot, doot, doot. Oh. Boat, 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 boat. And a boop, boop, and a boop. Somebody asked, his name is Metallion98, asked, Kurt, what happened to the Farlands or Bust t-shirts? I want one of those. Yes, that is something I've actually put aside for a while because I've been concentrating on getting more and more videos out. But that's still something I want to do. I have a design that's just the Farlands or Bust logo. There's no like pictures or anything on it. So I think that one is going to be the first that's going to be coming up. And I could probably get that up in the coming weeks. But I would like to have something more graphical. And the thing is I can't use, like, I can't just take a screenshot of Minecraft and use that as a t-shirt, or even my character or Wolfie, just because that's, that's Mojang's, IP, even though I'm sure they'd be okay with it. And I've seen other people who do that, and, they never get, Mojang isn't going around trying to take down all these t-shirts. But I'd like to have something a little bit more unique. I could, of course, draw or design something myself, but once again, that would take a time away. It would take a time away. I don't know why I said it like that, like an Italian pizza guy. Take a time away from making the videos. It would take time away from making videos and all the other stuff I'm doing here. So I think I'm going to open it up. I'm going to have somebody else design them. And here's the thing. Well, I'll expand upon this. Well, I suppose I have a few more minutes. I don't want to do some sort of contest. I know a lot of people have contests like, oh, send me your t-shirt designs and I'll pick one that will become the t-shirt. I don't want to work like that. And there's nothing wrong with the people who do that. There's a lot of people I follow and I like who do that. A lot of these OpenGL bugs. And there's nothing, if people want to do that, that's fine. And if people are happy submitting and doing that sort of contest type design thing, that's fine. But I'm not, I want to do something a little bit different, and I will expand upon that in the morning after I sleep. You can only sleep at night. Well, that was anticlimactic. How about now? Nope. Dang it. Trying to be all smooth with my timing here. Come on, moon. There you are. And awakeness. And continuing on this. I saw actually in Brian, Lorgon 111's latest video, he did the and awakeness thing after he slept. I don't know why I started doing that, but it's a thing now apparently. But yeah, t-shirts. I don't want to do like a contest where you guys design a bunch of things and send them to me and I choose which one. Just because as a graphic designer and an artist myself, that, as an industry lingo, that's considered spec work. And if you are looking to get into graphic design, web design, illustration, any sort of art, or any type of thing, even like, I don't know where else it would apply, you know, lawyers or something like that. I guess that's called pro bono work or something like that. But yeah, spec work is where you do a design or do your job or do your work and then submit it without knowing if you're actually going to get the job. And it's something I didn't like about the last place I worked at, because my boss would, even though he'd say, oh, we shouldn't do spec work and stuff like that, he would always end up having us do spec work because, oh, this could be a good client and, you know, they can refer us to these other people. And it always worked out bad. It always does work out bad. You end up, say, designing a website. Okay, this is something we can do for you, or a logo or anything. And then they decide to go somewhere else with it. And, you know, who knows if they're going to steal some of your ideas without paying you. It's basically the same thing. It's like, let me try to think. It's like a bakery. It's like going around to a bakery, like 20 different bakeries, and saying, okay, every one of these bakeries, bake me a cake, and I'm going to come around and taste test them all, and then I'll choose who's actually going to be baking my cake for my wedding or event or something like that. Okay, fine, but then the 19 other bakeries who didn't get the job just spent all this time baking these cakes, putting money and time and effort into it, and they're not getting paid anything. So that's spec work, and that's why it's really no good. It kind of cheapens web design and illustration or design, you know, the art professions. And I don't really want to be an advocate of spec work. So what I'm going to be asking is, if you are an artist or an illustrator, or fancy yourself wanting to design some artwork for Farlands or Bust t-shirts, I want you to send me not your design for a Farlands or Bust t-shirt, but send me a link or link. Yeah, send me links. I don't want attachments, just because that can get out of control. Send me links, maybe your DeviantArt account or Flickr account, or maybe just post some pictures up on TwitPic or something like that, of your past work and your style and kind of your experience, almost like a portfolio. Send me a link to shirts at farlandsorbust.com. Maybe you want to describe kind of your method or your history. I don't need a resume or anything, but just, you know, a few sentences. I'm not going to have time to read read long paragraphs of text. But yeah, send me kind of your portfolio or examples of your work to shirts at farlandsorbust.com. I'm kind of leaning towards wanting vector artwork, because that would allow me to size it to whatever I need for a t-shirt and for a logo on a website and stuff like that. And just in terms of the style I'm looking for, I really like BOO's logo, which is kind of just a drawing of his Minecraft character with TNT, where it's still recognizable as Minecraft, as a Minecraft character, but it's original and it's unique. It's not like infringing, you know, straight off of copied and pasted from the Minecraft screenshots. So that's kind of the thing I'm looking for. I'm imagining, I already have the logo, the Farlands or Bust typeface, but I'm imagining something like I have in the opening here. I'll show it again. My character, obviously based off of David Tennant's 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. My character and maybe Wolfie running alongside each other, running across the logo or something like that. Something simple. So that's, you know, and it's a little bit more cartoony on the cartoony side. But that's kind of the style I'm looking for. So if that is the kind of style you're looking at and that you're familiar with or that you're experienced in, that's what I'm looking for. And then when I go through all these submissions, and if you do send me something like, oh, here's the Farlands or Bust thing, I'm going to actually ignore those. I'm going to toss those out, just because I don't want to advocate the spec work thing, and I just want to look at kind of your portfolio, and I kind of want to make this more of, I want to commission somebody to design this shirt and logo, because you know, I'd rather, whether or not after I pick somebody, oh, I really like this person's artwork, I want to work with them, I'll get in contact with you. We can talk about, you know, how much you want to charge me to do this t-shirt design, or maybe work on some other sort of trade or something like that, or maybe I'll pay you some things and mention your services in a video or something, anything like that. But I want to turn it into like a business transaction, if you will. So yeah, that's, I hope, I've been kind of running around what I've been talking. I hope that kind of makes sense. So to conclude, if you're an artist, if you're a vector artist, a cartoonist, and you want to send me links, not attachments, to images or your portfolio or your website, your DeviantArt account, whatever, to shirts@farlandsorbust.com. So let me know you're interested, and then I'll pick somebody who I like, and I'll contact you, and we'll kind of negotiate a price or whatever we need to do to get working together. And then after that, I'll have you design the shirt, and then we'll work together to get something that we can both use, and then we'll have some awesome, unique stuff on the Farlands or Bust t-shirt store. So yeah, that's great. And I'm actually also, just in full disclosure, I'm also in contact with some artists I've already been a fan of and been looking at to do commission work. So it might turn out where I work with them and I don't pick anybody who submits via this video, but don't feel bad about that. That's just, I'm just looking for something. I want to make something unique and quality for you guys to check out. And I'm not going to be making much money on these t-shirts, maybe like $1 or $2 per t-shirt, because I don't want to jack up the prices or things like that. And I think I'm going to go through Spreadshirt. Just a lot of people do that. It seems to be the easiest interface. But yeah, that's that. Wow, what a long explanation for such a simple topic. Way to go, Kurt. Let me get on to other things to talk about in Farlands or Bust. Carrot272727 asks, do I like going upside down in roller coasters? It's been a long time since I've been on a roller coaster, but yes. And actually, it was a long time. For a while, I never did like the upside down roller coasters. I was just afraid of them. But there's this one, I think it was a birthday party or something, late elementary school or middle school or something like that, where all the other kids were like all about going to Six Flags and going on all the roller coasters in one day. And the first roller coaster we went on was the biggest one that had like 4 upside down loops, and I'd never been on a loop roller coaster before, and it was fun. And that's the way, it's like, jumping into cold water to get everything over with. Once I had done that, I'm like, okay, bring on anything. So yeah, I do like going upside down in roller coasters, but I haven't been in a long time, simply because amusement parks are really expensive, and I'm getting a little up there. It's not quite, I guess, marketed towards the person in their late 20s, It's more for the younger and teenage crowds and things like that. But yeah, I like going on upside down roller coasters. There was one, I think it was in Florida when I was on vacation. It was this really old roller coaster, and it had one upside down loop, but it didn't have the shoulder bars. It was just the lap bar, and the centrifugal force just kept you in your seat. I'm stuck in this ravine. Here we go. That was kind of scary, and it actually gave you quite a bit of whiplash. So that was probably the scariest upside down roller coaster I ever went on. So I'm like, oh, where's the shoulder harness to keep you inside the seat? But yeah, that was a weird upside down roller coaster. That was a couple years ago, or like maybe 10 years ago or something like that. I did that. I was on vacation there with family. So yeah, but I do enjoy the upside down roller coasters. I just have not been in, I don't know, over 8-10 years maybe. That might have been the last time. Who knows? But yeah, I used to enjoy the roller coasters. It's I was always into, well, hello there, Pseudo Canyon of Woah sort of situation. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's go down there and check it out from the ground level. Woof. Yeah, no, it's exciting, Wolfie. Brings back memories. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was always into... in middle school, I wanted to join the Air Force, and I always liked fighter jets, and fighter jets obviously fly around and go upside down. So I guess I would always pretend that when you're on an upside down roller coaster that you're in some sort of fighter jet. Random floating tree. Is that? Oh, okay. These two trees are kind of connected. Cool little landscape here. But yeah, fighter jets, stuff like that. I didn't join the Air Force. I ended up kind of going through high school and being like, maybe that's not a good idea. And I guess if I did go in the Air Force, I'd have more likelihood of becoming an astronaut, because a lot of astronauts were in the Air Force or Navy or something like that. They're pilots. But at my age, if I were to join the Air Force, it would have been the year 2000 or so after graduating high school, and then that's 2001 happened, and all the obviously, you know what happened after that. Unpleasant things with wars and things like that. So I certainly appreciate the people who are our servicemen and women who are in the forces and doing what they do. Whoops. Hello. This is not the hidey hole I was looking for. And I'm also out of torches. Okay. This isn't that great of a hidey hole. Dang it. All right, hold on. I'm going to do that. I don't really need to block myself off. I just need to make it lit up enough in here. All right. This is our first open-aired hidey hole. Let me kind of make some more room for myself here. Light up the place well enough. And I can place down my bed. But yeah, thanks for those questions, and I hope that makes sense with what I was talking about with the t-shirts designs. And like I said, don't send me ideas or designs for Farlands or Bust t-shirt. I just want to first get an idea of your skills, and then we can talk about making the t-shirts. But yeah, this episode seemed to go quick, didn't it? But yeah, this has been Farlands or Bust. Please keep on going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to Child's Play charity. That'd be much appreciated. I appreciate all the generosity so far. Generosity is what I meant to say there. Look forward to tomorrow, hopefully, the 25,000 subscriber special. That's going to be nerve-wracking for me to release, but it's going to be up there because I promised it. And yeah, certainly, thanks again for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.